Next up, speaking of doors, Jericho has recently discussed that there's a possibility that he can make a return or he may make a return back to WWE, especially um, although he's mentioned that he really doesn't care about it, but his Hall of Fame induction. Do you think there is a possibility for Jericho to make a return to WWE?
Oh, without a doubt, Jericho, as much crap as he talks, yeah. So with Jericho, man, he as much Mac that he talks, he doesn't want this, he doesn't want that. He loves the spotlight. He loves it. And WWE is gonna give him that door to walk back into. He and for Hall of Fame for his last run because he's pretty much, he's done. But it's gonna be fun. I won't mind seeing him back. But now if he does come back, what song is he using? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna have that creative control with like Cody when he came over with his theme music? Will he have his own Fozzy music? I don't know. It would be fun to have that, maybe a Roy Rumble moment, and then just have him, go off in the sunset, get Hall of Fame, give him a couple of matches, a little part time gig, but he's definitely open to it. I'm sure WWE is open to it. There's money to be made. Jericho, I mean, I'm sure he could work with a lot of these guys still, without having to do too much. He definitely, and it'll be fun to watch. Jericho, I'm sure he's liked in the back. I've never heard any stories about him not being liked. And then whatever they give him, they give him. He's workable. But I like to see him come back. It's always good to come home in a sense. But that'll be fun. A nice Roy Rumble surprise, a nice little last year run. I welcome him back.
Jericho had it was always been not a love hater relationship, but he always ran hot and cold depending on what he was doing. But at the same time, he was a guy that made it work. You saw the different generations, the different gimmicks, the creativity that he himself would come up with, and regardless of you're a fan of Y2J or the Learning Tree, he was still a he's still a polarizing individual.
Hmm.
Um, I think he probably squeezed enough of that nectar out of AEW and Tony Khan that at this point right now that he could say, yeah, I might not really care about the Hall of Fame.